Okay, cell phone zombies. This is Ferocio, aka cell phone zombie. You asked about a lake, putting a lake in here. Well, like I said in my previous video when I was first pulling this terrain up, I prepared this little section right here just for that purpose. It's an area where I've got a lot of mountains going all the way around, and there's a definite depression in here. So what I'm going to do is, oops, I accidentally made a tree right there. Right in this area where I've got my mouse currently set, I'm going to click the plus symbol and I'm going to add a 3D object plane. And usually the nice thing is Unity is usually pretty good about, and this is going to be called water. And I'll press the W key to pull this out, and I'm trying to find it. There it is. And I do want to bring it over here like so that it's like right over the area where I'm going to end up making this lake. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust its X scale until I see it sticking into the terrain on either side. And I'm going to adjust its Z scale also until I see it sticking into the terrain. And I'm going to have to move this down a little bit. There we go. There's where my low point is. I can see my low point here is right about where my mouse is currently at. And so I can see that I'm going to have a problem with this edge of this sticking through a little bit right here. So what I can do to try to tweak this is, well, an easy fix would be for me to switch back to my terrain and switch to the raise and lower terrain. And I want to do this not with a big brush, but with a very nice, very small, very targeted brush. And then let me see here. Did I fill that in? It looks like I filled it in pretty good. All right. And then let me get on that water again, get the move tool. Yeah, so I'm poking through again here. So a way to deal with this might be then to press my E key and get my rotate tool and see if I can rotate my way out of this problem. Looks like rotating my way out of this problem is not going to work very well. But let's see. Maybe if I drop my scale a little bit in Z and X. And I can get back on my terrain with the raise and lower tool. And I might even lower this brush size down even more to like a very small brush, and maybe size 8. Let me zoom in on this area right here. And man, it's giving me a I hate it. Okay, let me try a larger brush. And there, that's nicer. Now let me select that water. Let me see. All right, looks like the plane is pretty well contained inside. Might bump its scale. Let me see. Is it going to be in Z? It's poking out right there. And in X. You kind of just have to keep messing with it. You might have to pull up some more of your terrain in order to make it look good. But once I have it in there, and what the heck happened to my? There we go. Ooh, that just showed me that I'm poking out of the back over here real bad. So, maybe what I'll do here is I will, with the terrain and the razor lower terrain, I'm going to there we go. Raise that up a little bit over in this back area right here. So that if I get on my water, I can now take its scale down in Z a little bit. Get my move tool. The idea here is to try to get this plane to fit inside of that area that we've created in order to, if I hide the water for a moment, there's this depression, this cavity here. So filling that in. And then I'm going to grab my materials, go to my materials folder and find my blue and just toss it on there. And just like that, I've got a lake up here on the top of a mountain. And basically all it is just a blue plane that I hid underneath the terrain strategically, but it took a little bit of extra work to get it there. But that's how you can build a lake up at the top of a mountain. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in class.